Good evening everybody, welcome to this green and pleasant land. Please excuse the cicadas singing at me in the background. I'm actually in Cyprus in Happy Valley at sunset. Great time to do some training. I just want to spend a few minutes telling you about our F.A.M.E sessions. F.A.M.E, F-A.M.E, flexibility, agility, mobility, energy. It's something I started a few years ago before COVID, but it came into its own during COVID with a number of online sessions. So they're weekly sessions that we do, activity for 50 to 60 minutes, including warm-up and the cool-down. We go through all that sort of stuff, and it's a whole body system of training. The principal means, apart from body weight, is these things, resistance bands. I absolutely love these things. Been using them for 3 or 4 years, maybe 5 years now. And I've got to say, I used to have, I could say fiddler's elbow then, a tennis elbow and golfer's elbow in both arms for years. But since I've been starting using resistance bands, I've had next to no paddling injuries, some overuse injuries from doing long distance, but normally, because these are so good for mobility and agility, really this is all you need to complement your paddling activities. You don't get the same resistance as you get with a heavy weight, as in heavy weight training, but when you think about it, 35 kilos, 25 kilos is all the pressure you really need in a strength and endurance sort of methodology for paddling. Now, how do you choose the right band? I tend to go to Decathlon. Lots of people in Europe do the same. I like Decathlon because it's fairly low cost and you haven't got big name prices to go with it. So you can get a resistance band, 35 kilo pull, 25 kilo pull for about £8, £10. Decathlon, if you go there, they've just changed their suppliers fairly recently. The 35 kilo band used to be the yellows, and not sure what the others were, but the 35 kilos now in Decathlon is orange and the 25 kilos is yellow, and they're smaller and larger. How do you know which band to get? Well, go into Decathlon, be nice to the lovely staff there, and just take out a band and do this exercise. And if you can get it over your head without too much strain and not too little strain, it's not going floppy in the middle, that's about the right resistance for you. F.A.M.E, flexibility, agility, mobility, energy. It's all about building up the connective tissues, the ligaments, as well as the muscles as well. And the exercises we do are all about full range of motion. Okay, what we tend to do, left to our own devices, we might do like, imagine doing just bicep curls. Great for your biceps, maybe good for your shoulders, maybe good for your chest, but not good for the rest of your body. So this system is a whole body system, and we do it resistance bands, maybe some very light weights, but body weight and resistance bands is really all you need. I also like the things that are very mobile and portable. So when I go abroad, as I do fairly often, fortunate enough to do so, as long as I don't take it in my hand baggage, you can carry these things around with you, and it's a gym in your pocket. Like I say, we'll be starting for Pink Champagne a system, some sessions on Thursday nights. It's primarily for Pink Champagne, but I'm going to open it up to any pink paddlers, and probably they're pretty good for anybody, any paddlers during the winter months anyway, before you get back on the water in the springtime. So like I say, another good thing about resistance bands is, unlike a fixed bar, as long as you've got the right resistance for you, then you've got tension as you contract or expand the band. So what you're doing, like I say, is building up ligaments, connective tissue, as well as the muscles, and that complements your paddling. Now, I always use this analogy. Imagine you bought a Ferrari or a Maserati or a high-performance sports car, and you stuck it in the garage and left it there for a couple of years and did nothing with it. And then don't be surprised after a couple of years if you jump in the car and you put the key in the ignition, battery's probably flat, but maybe the sunroof doesn't work, maybe the heated seats don't work. And so it is with your shoulders. Imagine your shoulder, for example, is a high-performance piece of kit, and it is actually, it's a pretty high-performance piece of kit. What you need to do is use it, get used to using it through its full range of mobility and full range of motion. Then when you come to put it under pressure, like when you're paddling, it's there for you, it's going to perform in the way you want it to perform. If you don't look after it, if you don't mobilise it, don't keep it flexible, then don't be surprised if when you're put under pressure, it gives you a little bit of aggravation at the very least. So that's what it's all about. You may not think you're very flexible or agile at the moment, but the whole point is to get you more so, and therefore enjoy your paddling more, get more at your paddling, optimise your paddling, maximise your paddling, and have a great time at the same time with like-minded people. That's enough from me. Flexibility, agility, mobility, energy, resistance bands, the old Banda brothers, Banda sisters. Can't say enough about these. They are absolutely excellent, and I hope to see you online very soon. Thank you.